To see redcoats of the British Army in Boston in the 21st century is great for tourists, but it was not so in the 18th century. When returning from Lexington and Concord, the ravaged British troops occupied Boston for 11 months in 1775 and 1776.
You're looking at the old State House, still adorned with the British lion, but where the Boston Massacre occurred on March 5th, 1770, and from whose balcony the Declaration of Independence was read on July 18th, 1776.
The British Army is going to be here for the next 300 years. God save the King.
On May 25th, 1775, British General William Howe arrived in Boston on the HMS Cerberus to take charge of the growing insurrection of the colonists in Boston. General Howe had as a strategy fortifying the hills near to Boston, and thus giving the British control of Boston Harbor. The general's plans were defeated when Colonel William Prescott took control of Bunker and Breed's Hills with 1,200 colonial militiamen. The only option for the British now was to attack the well-entrenched colonists on the hills.
Under the new laws of administration, I may dissolve whenever I see fit, and if they are elected delegates.
On June 17, 1775, the British transported by longboats 1,500 soldiers from Boston to Moulton's Point, today the Charlestown Navy Yard, to begin a frontal attack on the redoubt built by Colonel William Prescott of the Massachusetts Militia. British General Howe was of the opinion that the hill was open and easy to ascent, and in short, would be easily carried. British General Burgoyne said that the untrained rabble would be no match for the trained troops of the British. And so the battle was joined between the powerful British Army and the local New England militias, up the Breeds and Bunker Hills of Charlestown. The British were repelled twice on their frontal attack, suffering huge casualties, both of officers and enlisted men. Colonel Putnam's defenses held strong. The famous cry of "Don't fire till you see the whites of their eyes" is attributed to this point in the battle. But on the third attempt of the British to storm the top of the hill, the American troops were overrun due to a lack of ammunition. This was a victory for the British, but with tremendous amount of casualties. They never recovered from this, and the British troops evacuated Boston on March 17, 1776.